Hello students, this is Sarna Devarapalli. I'm here with you to explain the chapter Vital Villages and Thriving Towns, Class 6th History chapter. This is village and this is town. Village, where a group of houses are usually found in a rural settings. Towns, a place with many streets and buildings where people live and work. Here is the title of the chapter Vital Villages and Thriving Towns. We should understand the meaning of the title of the chapter. Vital. Vital means important. Thriving means growing. So, important villages and growing towns. This is the chapter name. Okay. In this chapter, you are going to learn about the importance of villages in the ancient period and how towns emerged in the ancient period. Let us start. Iron. Use of iron began around 3000 years ago. We often take the use of iron for granted today. Things made of iron are a part of our lives, daily lives. Do you accept? Yes, it is right. Steel objects are also part of our daily lives. Now, you may get doubt that how to make steel. Steel, we mix carbon and iron to make steel. So that mixture, iron and carbon mixture, it should be heated at higher temperature. Then it would change into steel. Okay. Children, do you know when the use of iron began? Exact date you don't know, isn't it? It began in the subcontinent around 3000 years ago. So, subcontinent. What is subcontinent? You should understand everything. What is subcontinent? Subcontinent meaning, here I'll show you the map. Subcontinent map. See, India is a subcontinent, Indian subcontinent. If you see this map, here India, Nepal and Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Bhutan. India and its neighboring countries together are called Indian subcontinent. Indian subcontinent. Okay. Why it is called subcontinent? Because India has the features of all the physical features which continent has. Subcontinent is a part of continent. Part of continent. Whatever features continent has, all those features Indian and its neighboring countries they have. That is why it is together all these countries are called Indian subcontinent. So here use of iron began around 3000 years ago. Okay. Then growing use of iron tools began in around 2500 years ago. Growing use of iron tools began 2500 years ago. Okay. Megalithic burials. So it is a very interesting subject. We are talking about iron tools, right? So largest collection of iron tools and weapons found in the megalithic burials. Megalithic burials. What is meaning? What is it meaning? What does it mean? Megalithic means large stone. Okay, large stone. Then burial. What is the meaning of burial? Act of burying a dead body in the ground is called burial. Megalithic burials. These are the examples. You can see the picture here. Megalithic burials. All these, they belong to ancient period. Megalithic burials. Here they found, in the burials, they found a large collection of iron tools and weapons. It means iron tools and weapons which were used by that person who died. Along with that body, they buried all these tools and weapons. Archaeologists, they found iron tools and weapons in these areas. It means in those periods, people, they used iron tools. Okay, so then around 2000 years ago, there is a evidence for growing use of iron tools. Which type of iron tools they used? Axes they used. Okay, why do we use this axe? To cut forest, to clear forest area, we use axe. Okay, then and plowshare is used to increase increase agricultural production. Okay, for increasing the agricultural production, plowshare is used. Okay, what is the difference between a plow and plowshare? Here it is. You can see this is the component. These are the components of plow. So this is plow. Okay, this is plow. Here you can see this. This is plowshare. This component is called plowshare. Okay, and this is called plow shaft. By using this plowshare, what they do? They turn the soil, hard soil. So they turn the soil, and then the seeds. This spread the seeds. Okay, they if the soil is very loose, then the seeds, they sprout well. Okay, so it gets oxygen and water also it gets, so it grows well. With that intention, they turn the soil before sowing. Okay, then plowshare also used in the ancient period. Axes they used, plowshare they used. Okay, then do you understand the difference between plow and plowshare? Yes. Okay, then what steps they took apart from using iron tools? What steps they took to increase the crop production? One thing, irrigation facilities. They constructed tanks, wells, and canals. Okay, first of all, you should know what is the meaning of irrigation. Irrigation means supply of water to land or crops to grow for the growth of plants. Okay, supplying water to land is called irrigation. Simple. Okay, so these are the irrigational facilities. So most of the people, they depend on rain to for crop production. Where there is no availability, there is no high rainfall or water scale, there is no rainfall. In those areas, they depend on these. Okay, these are the irrigational activities. By constructing these, they supply water to land. Then this is one way of method to increase crop production. And another way, transplanting, transplantation. They use this method to increase crop production. So what is the meaning of transplantation? Transplantation means here a technique of moving plant from uh, to one place to another. Okay. So, for example, if you see here, this person is plugging the plants, and these plants are here, they are planting here. Okay. So, here they moved these plants from this place to this place. Okay. This is called transplanting. Okay. So, this is one method to increase crop production. Okay. So, in this video, what did you learn? In the ancient period, people, they used iron tools. Iron was used for different purposes in agriculture. Okay. And what is the name of the lesson? Vital villages and thriving towns. So vital villages means important villages, and thriving towns means growing towns. And here in this chapter, we are going to learn about those villages. So in villages, main activity is agriculture. So in those days, the people, how they cultivated their land and how they used iron to increase the production of crop, that you learned in this video. So three methods they used. One, iron tools they used to increase the crop, and particularly plowshare. And another one, irrigational methods. And third one, transplanting. Okay, by using three methods, they increased the production of crop. Okay, so here you can see, this is the first page. This page only I explained in this video. Prabhakar sat watching the smiths at the local shop. He was an iron smith. Okay, iron smith. He was doing his work. Okay, then there was a small bench on iron tools like axes, sickles were laid out, ready for sale. He was making all these axes and sickles. He was manufacturing these. Okay, and a bright fire was burning. So to shape the iron, it needs to be heated. So fire is needed. So there was a fire, and two men were hitting and beating metal. So we have to beat the metal to bring shape of rods. It was very hot and noisy, and yet it was fascinating to watch what was happening. It is at that place there was a noise, but it is very interesting to know what was happening there. So it is a case study. Prabhakar at the blacksmith shop. One boy was taken to explain this chapter. So this chapter started with this boy's whatever he saw, that he was explaining, and importance of iron, and when he was watching that, he had a doubt that okay, now he was doing this work, but in the ancient period when use of iron was started, then he with that doubt, he started to know, he wanted to know about that. So that this chapter gives him a clarity. Okay, so you also will get clarity from this chapter. Already you got to know that about 3000 years ago iron was used. They began using iron. And how we got to know this? Because in megalithic burials, so many iron tools and weapons they found, archaeologists found. Okay, then when uh, the use of iron was growing use of iron tools 2500 years ago. Okay, so then how they increase the crop production, all these points we have learned. And here one activity is given. What is that activity? Iron tools. Here if you see here, this is the activity. Some tools are given, they are asked to give names to those tools. Iron tools, here is a set of captions. Choose the right one for each of the picture. So captions also are also given here. Sickle, tongs and axe. Here it is, you can see here, sickle, tongs, axe. Captions are also given, so we have to give the captions to these tools. So this is sickle, and this is tong, see, tong, and this is axe. Okay, so you can see this sickle, this is sickle, and this is tong. Okay, and you can see here axe. Okay, this is axe. Okay, I think okay, this is the explanation of first page. I'll meet you in the next video with the second page, explanation of second page. Thank you.